Alrighty, I'm quickly just gonna, in this video, gonna break down my entire strategy of how I've been getting shit ton of clients. As far as the growth operating goes, I'm gonna make some new beliefs and break the old ones, just so you know, and then we're gonna dive right into the strategy, how part of it. Okay. So first of all, you probably haven't heard of me because I don't create that many videos, but I felt like if this is working so well for me, may as well share. My name is Obi, and I've been in the growth operating industry for over a year and a half, almost 2 years actually. And I work with over a dozen clients. And to this day, I still come across people who have been trying to get their first client, and I don't know, they've been doing it or trying for at least 6 months, 7 months. So that's why I wanted to kind of create this so that I can hopefully save you some struggles, some troubles. And the first client that I got was through Loom Video, which I don't think you should do right now, unless you're really dedicated and you know really you're like, I want to spend 30 hours a day, which you don't have, by the way, and just do the unscalable until I can get my first client. All respect to you, you should do that. However, if you do want to kind of, expand and kind of scale, like when you're small, you don't really want to worry about scaling. You just want to get your first client, right? So both work. I prefer the outreach, like DMs and emails, but I have also gotten multiple clients with Loom videos. All right. Um, so I wouldn't shit on that because it works. Now, I get this first client through a Loom video last year in February, and then I was so crazy excited about it because obviously during that time we were all hearing about these school communities, how if you have an audience of 40,000 people, there's 1% rule that Alex Hormozy taught us, and it was so fucking stupid because this 1% audience converts of 40,000. Oh, all of a sudden we have 400 people inside the community, and if 400 people pay $10 or $30, that's what, $12,000 per month, and it's insane. But that's just not how it works in reality. Yeah, maybe you can make it work eventually, but that's not like, that's going to take years unless you spend shit ton of money in ads, and you're going to end up losing money. So trust me, don't do the low ticket. That's And then I filled that community. We launched it. That woman had, I think, around at that time around 42,000 followers, and yeah, we failed because we couldn't even sell more than 27 spots. So that was pretty bad. After that, I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna launch a high ticket community for her. And that's when everything changed. And this is why I'm a huge proponent of high ticket, unless you have a massive audience, unless you have millions of people in your audience. Please sell low ticket, because you don't really you don't necessarily want to go through the hassle of selling, coaching, and delivering and building all the systems, because like you can just make a selfie video and sell hundreds and thousands of dollars. So discard this idea of high ticket if you have millions of followers. But if you don't, if you have anywhere around 30,000 to 200 or even 500,000 followers, you're probably better off selling a high ticket coaching, because then the thing is, when you do sell high ticket, one, you only have to, you know, um, get what, 10, 20 people to pay $3,000, and you've made $60,000 in a month. What else do you want? But anyways, not to go into that rabbit hole of fulfillment, how do you actually get the client is the problem that I'm here to solve, and I'm going to show you the entire system of how I've been getting it. Okay, so there are a few ways, but first of all, I do want to break a little belief of yours. The reason you don't need to watch this video, okay, the reason why you don't have this client, the first client, is because, one, you're just not doing enough volume. If you were sending 100 messages, 200 messages a day, there is no way in hell that you wouldn't have a client right now. So if you are still searching and if it's been a month, you need to ask the question to yourself, and you have to be honest. Have you been sending 100 messages every single fucking day? The answer is probably no. Yes, maybe you're doing outreach every day, but you're maybe sending 15 or 20 messages. But that's not going to cut it, because every creator is getting the same message over and over again. And the problem with over personalization is, over personalization obviously means you're trying to personalize every single message to a T. You're trying to give them the entire framework of everything that you're going to do. No, don't need to do that. All you have to do is just show them a vision. Just give them an idea of what you're going to do and what it's going to look like when it's done. And that's 30,000, 20,000, 15,000, 50,000, whatever it might be, whatever that number feels natural to you. That's the transformation, and that's what you need to send in the messages. So you're not doing enough volume. Now, in case you are, then maybe you're doing something wrong. So this is why we're going to show you our system. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and let's get right into the meat and potatoes of it. I hope that you can, you can see my screen. Now, this is what an Instagram looks like, as you don't know. And you will see that this is not my profile. And actually, this person doesn't exist. It's AI, all right? So I have got a lot of accounts banned myself. And I don't want to get my personal account banned again, because I'm building from zero, because the previous one got banned and I had around 2,000 followers, and now I'm at about 15 followers. So if you see this, just go ahead and follow it. Abhi X Chawla, so ABHI X CHAWLA. Go follow that first. Actually, follow it after if you do get value from it. So what I did was, because I wanted to really scale this outreach, because I wanted to do a lot of it, I created 5 accounts. Okay, I created 5 accounts, and that's why I created this IG accounts sheet. And what I do is I wrote down all the 5 accounts that I have, and wrote down passwords, which is this tab. I'm not going to show it to you, and I also made sure that I have different niche for each account. Another belief that I want to break for you is the niche. You don't need to pick a niche. There are some people that I know, they only work with fitness people. There are some people I know that only work with barbers. And the reason why they only work with a niche is because something you've watched somewhere, and someone has told you that that niche made a lot of money for somebody else. And that's why you're like, okay, well, let me just message barbers. My first client, I worked with a bunch of different niches, and I don't pick a niche. But my first client was a spiritual coach. She had the worst audience I've ever seen. So dead. And if we can make $53,000 within 2 months, I think any audience can make, as long as there's more than 30,000 people in there, okay? Or even 20,000, honestly. Like, all you need to do is sell to 20 people. Crazy. So forget the niche. Just be a generalizer. Look at different interests. It's like, I have had calls with people who just teach people calligraphy, or teach people how to just draw, for parents, for kids, for school. I don't know, like all these weird little niches that, I've seen. So some of the examples of niches can be confidence coach, habit coach, energy healing, those spirituality, bodybuilders, anabolics. Anabolics was one of my clients as well. Fitness, obviously, I've talked to a lot of fitness people as well. Breakup, dating, marriage, energy healing, and these niches that I'm not currently using yet. So I have these as a backup. All right. So nutritionist, diabetes coach, holistic health coach, skincare, gut cleanse, detox, body cleanse, lettering coach, and that's the person that I was telling you about, that's who I had a meeting with. Illustration coach, brain health coach, biohacking, so many people, so many people. All right. You will find plenty of choices. And then what you want to do is, once you've assigned a niche to each of your accounts, you want to open the first account first. Ideally in the morning. Ideally you want to do it in the morning because that's what I like to do, and I find it very meditative when I could just literally get on my computer, open this account, and copy and paste. Just go copy and pasting. So here's what I do first. I would, search whatever that niche is. Let's say Starseed is one of my persons in the niche. Okay. Now it seems like I've already followed this person. It seems like I've already sent a message to this person. And yes, I have. So now, since I'm already here, I can just send a follow-up. Hey, just wondering if you saw my message. Don't need to be perfect when it comes to, spelling mistakes. And yeah, that's what makes you human. So go make all those mistakes. Be weird. Be show some personality in there. And then what I do is I want to just, obviously I don't want to stop at just one account. So that's why I want to make sure that there is, I open similar accounts that I potentially haven't followed already. It seems like this one I haven't. So that's only 4,800 followers. So I don't really want to send a message to that person because I don't want to waste a message. You only get so many messages a day. Now we can message a Victor guy, and then this and another Victor, this is perfect. So now you see I have opened and I've found this profile, and I'm going to show you what you could do with it. You can find a limited number of people. Okay, Alana, haven't followed her yet. I'm not going to worry about this one. This one, honestly, yeah, 27,000 is not that bad. But now what I'm going to do is basically just open all of the ones that I think will kind of qualify for what I have to say to them. Okay. And I'm going to go through the entire list, and it seems like we already have, and open all of these. Now, I'm not going to message her, so I'm going to close this tab. And I'm not going to message this guy because I don't even know who the hell that is. Sure, but it doesn't really tell me anything. There's no face on this channel. So I'm not going to bother. And this guy is literally a great lead. So I'm going to follow this. It's showing this because my account's been banned. So that's why, I can't send any more messages with this. Or maybe I can send messages, but I can't follow people. But anyways, just to show it to you, because your account obviously won't be banned. So I'm going to say follow. You're going to follow them. And then I'm going to hit a message. And now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this message. So this is my whole script. Okay. I don't send this. This is bullshit. Please don't copy this. This is bad advice. I would copy this. This one. Yeah. Let's copy this and show you the script, the magic script that you can just copy and paste and send it away. And that's going to get you clients on auto mode. All right. Hi, Victor. Really loving your recent posts. And I can see how you truly inspire thousands of people, including me. That's really now that's personalization without doing anything. Your impact is crazy. And now remember, this message is coming not from Obi, it's coming from Amanda, who looks like this. Okay, so when he gets a heart from Amanda, the likelihood of him replying to that message is a little bit higher. All right, so what we want to do is we want to get straight to the point. We build and launch high ticket programs for creators like yourself. We recently launched Sarah, you can give them an example. And with an audience like yours, I feel like we can knock it out of the park. I'd love to show you the whole process if this resonates with you. I get that you get a lot of, this is also a good line that you want to add. I get that you get a lot of messages. Even a one-word reply would make my day. That's it. I'm gonna copy this and send it to him. Now, because this guy is such a good lead and I want to find more people that are like him, I'm gonna leave this tab where it is and I'm gonna move on to the next one. So I'm gonna again follow and then send a message. And obviously I'm gonna change the name to Alana because now I know that one, this person, the case study that I gave is for Sarah, who is energy healer, and I've given her the results. All right. Now this one is also in the spiritual realm, and this one could also gain value, and it'll resonate a little bit more. Now, obviously, this message that I just sent is probably going to go into the hidden spam tab in her Instagram, but this is what you're going to do, okay? And your message is not going to go into the spam. Maybe it'll go in the requests, but not in the spam. But you get the idea. So now I've sent 2 messages, and I also like her profile. So I'm going to also keep it in my tab. Remember, we've only sent 2 messages, and the goal per account is to send 30 messages, okay? So this one's good too. So that's the lady that we were saying that we should send. And all I'm gonna do again is just Raquel. Spelling. You see, you personalize it as you go, these tiny little things that make them know that this is not a copy and a paste message. Somebody actually wrote it, because the name of her, the spelling of her name are interesting and weird. So again, the same rest of the message, just the personalization right here, because when they do see your message, this is all they see. Just the first little bit, that's all they see. And I send it away. I can also keep her profile because I wouldn't mind seeing more accounts like hers. Now, I'm not going to send message to her because it seems like this isn't her actual profile. Really want to send messages to people who's just posting generic stuff because they don't really convert. But honestly, I have a feeling that I do want to send this to her. So if you have a feeling, just go for it. But I usually don't. But this one, I'd make an exception for. All right. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have closed that. But anyways, you get the idea. So I'm going to send a message to her, send a message to her. This one looks kind of nice. And Christina. All right. So we've sent messages. Now, how are we going to find more profiles like that? Now, remember the favorite profile? We can close this one because now this one was our favorite person to message because one, he's already selling something. It could potentially use better funnel, or I don't know, you want to sell them on something, sell them on something. But he has got good audience. The account is personal. It is actually a coaching account. So I want to see more accounts like that. So that's why now all I'm going to do is most of these accounts are going to be kind of similar range. So we're just going to open a bunch of those. So now I'm just going to go ahead and keep opening a bunch of those accounts. And okay, that's it. Now I'm going to go to the other ones that we had open. I'm going to go similar accounts to this. I'm going to open this one. Maybe I shouldn't have actually. Sure, we'll give this one a shot. And that's the same one. Katie. Cute account, but probably not a good fit. Okay, there's this one, Kira. Sure, actually no. Intuition is a big thing, guys. If you don't feel like sending a message, don't send a message. It's okay. Send it to the people that you actually think that you can help. And that energy that you send while you send a message, it goes a long way. And trust me, if you don't believe in it, that's okay, but it does go a long way. Now, anyways, we have about 10 accounts here. Let's open a few more. Oh, that's perfect. Rising, I don't want to message Rising Woman because she has too big of an audience, but this is good. Deborah is good. That was really good account. This is also nice. Tori. I like when they have name on it, even if they don't have. I think that was the reason why I sent a message to Heather earlier, is because she had a name on the account, because there's still like some sort of person behind that message. All right, so I'm not gonna bore you with this. Just no questions still, but anyways, just gonna show you that how do I send tons of messages while, you know, from one account, and like that's basically what my morning looks like. All right, we have the account message copied, and now what we're gonna do is just let's assume that we have 30 tabs open, and maybe we shouldn't have 30 tabs open. I'm not sure yet, but like maybe that's why I got banned, because I was opening too many tabs and then copying and pasting to all of them. Maybe you go by 10 most at one time. So I'm not going to try to follow them, and I'm not going to send a message to this person, whoever that is. So yeah, and as you're going, let's say you only have 10 tabs open. If you do stumble upon a good account, just leave it in the tab and move on to the next tab, because then that tab will help you find more accounts that are also good. Just copy and paste. All right. Now, this is basically what you're going to do every day and until you freaking get a client, because I really want you to get a client. And now, once you're done your outreach, obviously you're going to message all these people and then message more if you want to. Let's optimize your profile. So you've created 5 profiles. You want to make sure that this is optimized. You want to make sure that this is somewhere in North America, if that's kind of the clientele that you want to work with. And you also want to make sure that this is somewhere, well, you like this heading is kind of appropriate. This is good because, you know, it looks like a girl posted something. You can just literally download pictures from the internet. But you see, real people are liking these photos. So that builds credibility. And for women, it's okay if they only have this one picture, because you know that like the women understand it. I hate these fucking loud motorcycles. I used to have a motorcycle, but and that was loud, but that was also fucking nice. Like that was a red motorcycle, but these are like stupid 100cc motorcycles, and they're so fucking loud. Hate them. But anyways, so yeah, you want to optimize. Ideally, you want to have more posts here, because you know the more the merrier, obviously. But yeah, this works. Now you've optimized your profile. You can go through the messages. Once somebody sees the message, you know, you see a seen status. Then you can send a follow up if you want. Hey, any thoughts? Hey, just wondering if you saw my message. And then if somebody replies, I basically move them to general, so that I kind of have them separated. You know, I don't want to have to go scroll through all the people, because by default, when I do send a message, by default, it goes to primary. So general tab just stays empty. So whenever I do get a message, just move it to general so that I can keep it clean and organized. Here are some of the meetings that I've booked. So I sent a message like this. This script work as well. And this is the script. If you don't have any clients, so, sorry, I should have said it first. This is the script that I used to send when I didn't have any clients. Oh no, this one I've already mentioned. But like this is kind of what the script looked like. And you see, okay, I'm interesting. You said without investment upfront, and then that's correct. And then follow up, because people like they have lots of people reaching out to them, and it's understandable that they don't have they don't reply. It's okay. But now that I see this message, I kind of want to just find her email so I can save it and actually reach out to her, or unless one of you guys wanted to. Let's see if we can get her and I don't know, help her launch something. So maybe, frick. So yeah, maybe you can find an email for her, and there you go. There's your lead, free lead in there. And she's a fucking good creator, and people buy for this thing. You can try it. Oh, there it is. There it is. There you go. They have a potential client. I'm going to save this email in this tab. And if you're watching, you can also just email her if you want. But yeah, you get it. Now, what you want to do is, again, do the same thing for all these people who have replied. The goal is to book a meeting. And okay, there's another email right there. I just don't check these messages because I know this account's blocked. So I just haven't checked it. This was the creator that I regret big time, because so this person, story of this person is that I sent a message, and hopefully you'll see it. I don't know. It feels like my internet's down. Classic, fucking classic. No, internet's working. Maybe I just need to refresh. Okay, there we are. Yeah, so the story of the person is I did send her a message, same message, that I sent to every fucking body. And she goes, hey, thank you. I'd love to chat and learn more. The only thing is that back then she was only like 52,000 followers. And now imagine what you could do with 200,000 followers. The bad thing is that I lost this lead for a stupid fucking reason where her call dropped and I thought she just hung up on me. And then we had a little heated conversation in the chat. And then she's racking up a lot of views on her videos. And there's so much money to be made in there. So much money. And I hate myself for this. I want to see. 107. There's a gold mine in there. It's bad, but anyways, we learn, right? We learn. And yeah, so like people like this, we've got responses, and I've had meetings, and that's proof that the shit that I'm telling you works. So now what you want to do is just basically just go ahead and copy and paste and do it for the rest of the 4 accounts, and that's how you're going to book a meeting. And if you did like this video, and I really hope that this gets you a client, but if you did like this, hop on into the community. And yeah, we're building like a little community, literally, of the people who are kind of on the same journey and want to do something. And it can get lonely and it can get painful at times. So hop on, and we can break it down in the community, have a more often chat, and just take it from there. But yeah, I really hope that you get a client. If not 10 clients, get 1 at least. And if you do, you'd have to follow me on Instagram, and let's be friends. But yeah, Cheers, guys. Feel free to comment or drop a comment and let me know what you think of this, and we can, yeah, I'll reply to you.